Saying that you? Sam?
Who the hell are you?
Confront your weakness!
How can I keep it from happening to me? Make me feel sick!
There, that machine. It'll have the cathode tube. Got it. Now we just need to find a CO2 scrubber.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
Maybe one in one of the bathyspheres.
I ain't letting a good lead like...
Gonorrhea, that's what you'll get. And there's no cure in the madhouse.
The anarchist Backcom said the urge to destroy is also a creative urge. Peacefully. When we lay together, we'll remake the world!
Where there's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
And why is that?
If you don't remove the carbon dioxide from the air supply in a submersible, it'll suffocate. And one thing I did like about Rapture, lots of new books to read. But we'll need a long-haul bathysphere, something where the CO2 buildup would limit the submersible period. seen all this happen before. I've seen everything that will happen, and now I only see darkness.
You sent yourself here for a reason.
A debt.
That's what you want to call it.
This Atlas. I'm gonna have to kill him. Either that or he'll kill me.
Maybe so.
I'm not you, Booker. Some war hero. I'm not even me anymore. No tears, no omniscience, or whatever you want to call it. Just a whole lot of book learning. And a handful of lockpicks. Humpback whale. That thing is as old as the hills. Strictly bargain basement. You gotta wear an O2 tank and a mask. We won't find a scrubber on that. Oh, the 52 Mako. Classic. But it's a death trap. 28 known fatalities related to its use. Carbon dioxide poisoning. And they're still on the market.
Steeply discounted, though.
There. The Stingray. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
The grease monkeys had to get it up there somehow. Just gotta find the controls.
First, the law gets bribery. Jerks. Meat puppets, Captain. I'm the one who knows the score.
To give and not in return. Why? Who benefits, class?
Someone who wants what you have, free from effort. A president, a premier, a pope, a parasite.
Yeah, it's all hand signals.
No, it's not the strongest that survive, but the quickest. Those most capable of change. A good start is thinking for yourself.
Who the hell are you? When can I see you again?
Man, I'm planning a big comeback.
Kara,
Need a new agent.
ain't nothing been right for this town since Frank Fontaine died.
Heard that. Clear as a bell.
Where'd you go?
Stay! We may make more of you yet.
Think you got away with anything?
Return to the fray. Only the weak fear conflict.
What was that?
You know, don't you?
The doors, they're cracking open. My memories of the...
Pay attention, class!
Gossiping about
the
me.
parasite is here!
Come on, lady. Let's work something out. Hurry up and come out. I got a lot of irons in the fire.
No, you're a victim just like me.
I ain't letting a good lead like you get away.
Won't jump through their hoops.
I ain't got time for this.
You don't know nothing. Ryan's playing them all like a cheap fiddle. He plays, and I'll play. Dance.
I told Sandra Cohen I'm always ready to cut a record. I put on a show. Said he'd call. I made my quota. Well, I mean, all right. I was
Simple. You want to mind control everybody? Public address system. That's how you do it, Kara. Just like that.
You can't just...
Ryan's controlling with those messages.
Of course, the buildings are being fabricated above the waves. But we will lower them on a lunette ring, submerged into the structure's steel frames. So much steel, you wonder. How will we keep so large a purchase from the government? Water is buoyant. We shall not frame Rapture in steel, but in aluminium. The government jackals may suspect me of building an air force, but never a city.
It's all hand signals. Clear looks. By the way, Kara, I know they're talking about me. I won't hurt anybody if I don't have to. Take me.
I've been on something on my head.
Kara, ain't nothing been right for this town since Frank Fontaine died.
Probably a switch around here somewhere.
I've been on a sabbatical for 15 years now. I get some work, but
You
I
don't
want
know. Ryan's playing them all like a cheap fiddle. He plays, and all how they dance. Simple. You want to mind control everybody? Public address system. That's how you do it, Kara. Just like that.
to stop. Period.
I keep my eye on these things. I can't you hear Like how Ryan's controlling those messages. Hey! Somebody talking about me?
Where'd they go, Kara?
Atlas, the heat is on. Ryan knows something's up and is sending men to investigate the department store. Suggests you lay in supplies at the Manta Ray Lounge and prepare for a siege. Looks like there's something in the Manta Ray Lounge worth investigating.
It's all hand signals. Clear looks. By the way, Kara, I know they're talking about
Paper. Spying on me again.
I know. You're a victim just like me.
Don't leave me! Not again.
It'll gotta be his Patsy!
Hooligans. They've been sneaking into the repair bay at night, riding around on the hydraulic lifts. It's some kind of make-out spot. Can't exactly blame them. God knows how boring it must be to grow up in Rapture. But their hormones are costing us money, and this isn't an amusement park. I've locked the control room. The code is 7951.
This is gonna be noisy.
Come back! I just want to talk is all.
How could you just walk away? What you doing to my friend? What you do to my...
Ryan's minefield is well laid out, grant him that. But what security system made that ain't got a hole or two in it? If I was taking book down at Fort Frolic, I wouldn't like my odds. If I jig left when I should go right, there ain't gonna be enough bits of me left to set a crab's table.
That's how we evolve. Go hide from the light of reason.
Got it. That was the last of it.
Now you think you can manage the repair?
Sure. I've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten.
Come back! See this through! Together!
Harassment. That's what this is. Incessant, unfounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
Our time is up for now.
So I greased a few palms here and there, time to time. What of it? I'd been told this town was friendly to free enterprise.
What's your secret, Donnie? Why are you always number one and I'm always pulling up the bottom?
Any progress, love? I must confess, I'm becoming a wee bit skeptical.
Remind me, why am I supposed to care?
You see, me lads have taken a keen thirst for Adam, and there's a vintage right in front of me that'll do nicely.
If you kill her, I truly hope you are happy living down here. Put down roots, raise a family. Or maybe you think Andrew Ryan is going to ride to your rescue.
Fair enough. But remember, there are fast ways to harvest little sisters, and some very slow ones.
Come on in and watch this. All right. That's you now. That's Andrew Ryan on that screen. The Ryan's got the formula. Trust your old add-ons. Where's my boy? I don't know where my boy is!
I know what you're here for.
I know they're talking.
Criminal dealings.
Hey, I know you're there.
Those afraid to let the market take its natural course. I saw where you went.
I hear you gossiping about me.
Yes, I'd love to have children. 3 at least. Of course, I'll first.
When I find you. Well, enough of that. I got work to do.
Don't expect coddling from me. I'm some fickle child who will relinquish his dog simply because it's yours.
Louie. Hey, if you don't get down here soon, there's not gonna be an ounce of booze or a piece of ass for the taking. Sometimes I think you've taken this whole Robin Hood business a bit too much to heart. Fontaine's got us out there ladling soup for the purpose of building an army, not to share the milk of human kindness. You keep up this kind of behavior, I'm gonna start thinking there's more red in you than Karl Marx. What? The hell? Splicers. They're busting me! Hurwitz! Tell Fontaine to perimeter compromise!
See, I keep my eye on these things. I catch everything going on. Like how Ryan's controlling him with those messages.
I'll be late. Can't be dirty though.
Nothing. Ryan's playing them all like a cheap fiddle. He plays, you know how they dance. That's what happens when you're not careful.
Hello? Are you there?
Oh, Jesus! Who did this?
There's nothing to be afraid of. I'll just walk away. Who did this is still around. What are you?
Odd. I didn't say you could go.
Night break's over. Back to the office. Seems to me you're against making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business.
I don't have time for those incapable of greatness.
There's not enough time in the day.
Feel your cravings, but the snack is the best.
Determined, uncompromising. First, the law gets bribery. Then, you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? That's what this is. Prying into my nervial affairs. Slickers to keep balls every time to time. What of it? I've been told this town was friendly to free enterprise. Criminal dealings.
I never thought anyone would be able to bring all these degenerate splice heads into line. I gotta hand it to Atlas. After Ryan locked us up in this pit, I thought that was it. Just a long, final dive into the abyss. But he's given us hope. Or what passes for it down in Rapture. When a person's got nothing, hope's about...
Those bottles. Just like on the coded note to Fontaine.
Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business. If that's what they call a fellow who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. Issue fits. You got me. First, the law gets bribery. And fella in my presence.
Fontaine and Atlas. Son of a bitch. Another one.
Did you even notice? You could eat an egg off that bathroom floor. Women don't care about the character anymore. So, money.
Selfishness, says Peter Parasite. Self-interest, says Ryan the Lion. Why share anything with your neighbor except a fence?
Harassment. That's what this is. Incessant, unbounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
Very painful, I assure you.
This will never happen to my boy. I'll make sure of that. You hear?
Like toothless growth.
Now we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see.
Sesame.
What did I tell you?
Look. We're on the First Lady. It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen?
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time. If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Power for device very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Such a wonder something is simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Think has a secret life. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for suture. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't.
How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
Taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive, a girl.
She must leave. A woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
Change. That's what the people need. But sometimes I feel all I have to offer them is blood and fire. Willing to pay so that others may live free from the yoke. DeWitt knew the price and paid it willingly. And I sense what the Lutez twins will one day ask of me. So far, their counsel has served me well. Served the revolution well. If a bullet takes me, so be it. But to offer myself up as a lamb? When I come to my Garden of Gethsemane, will I play my role willingly? Or will I burn the place down to the...
That only seems to be knocking them back.
Where did she go?
I'll hunt you down.
Yeah, there's a war coming. You can smell it in the air. Fear, hatred, people dying every day. But how many more will suffer if we rise up? Violence begets violence, I know this. I've seen this. The rational mind argues for a peaceful solution to find a common ground, but what common ground is there to find for a father who watches his child bleed out in the street? How do you deny him his vengeance? I know that fire that burns deep inside. I know it all too well. And when the time comes, will I be able to stay the hand?
Our current state of being, or lack thereof, has left my brother unfulfilled. The biological urge to leave one's mark is strong, and it is not an impossibility. We could instantiate ourselves back in Columbia, return to an old life for the possibility of creating new. But we died in that world. Returning would mean giving up part of us. Ourselves. We'd become flesh and all that it is heir to. The mysteries of the universe would become once again mysteries.
What's that thing you just picked up?
My guess is that it has something to do with that giant clock out there. And that clock has something to do with opening the door to Fink's lab.
Giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No. We've already found the clock key. We can manually wind it. Open whatever door we please.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Yo, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work.
Sea slugs. Goddamn sea slugs. Could that Oriental have come up with a more inconvenient fuel for his plasmids? If there is a God, and I've seen more evidence to the contrary than in support, you'd think he'd have put Adam into the belly of a nice little seagull or crow. The cost of all these underwater expeditions are murdering my margins.
Good. How to get that idiot his lock of hair.